I'm Julie Hanks, LCSW with Ask the Therapist, and I have a question today from a 26-year-old male. And he says, I don't, excuse me, he says, I know there have been several questions on the site regarding preferences for solitude, but most of these questions have come from people with diagnosed disorders such as depression, social phobia, PTSD, etc. And the answers provided have been framed in the context of the relevant disorder. My concern is that despite being depression and anxiety free, I am becoming increasingly rigid in terms of my willingness to spend time with others, and it is affecting my relationships negatively. I've always been a bit of a loner and required a certain amount of alone time, but I've always had plenty of friends and a pretty normal relationship and dating history. However, over the course of the past year or so, I have started to really prioritize solitude over spending time with friends, family, and romantic partners to the point of avoidance. I still have very strong desire for affection, friendship, and intimacy, but only in very limited quantities. And anything else that feels beyond that feels like an obligation. I don't want to be this way, and it's not fair to the people in my life. And I feel like I shouldn't be in a relationship, even though I am very much in love. Any insight into the problem would be greatly appreciated. All right, excellent question. I'm curious if there's anything that's happened that recently that's precipitated this preference toward isolation. So if you want to email me back and let me know, that would be really helpful. Because you say you're becoming increasingly rigid when you spend time with others. So I'm also curious about what is it about spending time that you don't like? Is it a feeling that you have inside? Is it, you know, they're annoying? What is it that makes you back away? Because this, you know, this is troubling. Something's going on here. And I wouldn't rule out a mental health disorder. So I actually need more information from you on this. But I want to suggest that you get a mental health evaluation and see. There might be something going on that isn't just, you know, run-of-the-mill depression or anxiety. There might be something else going on. So, because this is disturbing. I mean, not disturbing is too harsh of a word, but this is troublesome, and you know, it seems like you have enjoyed other people's company in the past. And so why has this changed? I'm not sure. But I want you to look into talking about it with a therapist face to face and see what's really going on for you. Because I don't want to let this just keep going and have you continue to isolate and lose those important relationships. Because you're right, it's not fair to the people who love you, and it's really not fair to you either. So I hope you get some help right away, and I appreciate you writing in. I'm Julie Hanks, LCSW with Ask the Therapist, and you can find out more about me at juliehanks.com.